it's Teresa Canstrisi Farrell, and I'm here with Real Life, which is a program through the Long Island International Film Expo. And I'm here with the writer and producer and director. He pretty much did it all. Alex LIIFE is here with me with his beautiful grandmother, Connie, and we're here to talk about his film, Cycle of Memory, and it is a true story having to do with your family and specifically your grandfather.
Yeah.
You want to tell everyone what it's about?
Yeah, ever since I was little, my grandfather would always tell me this story of this bike trip he went on all the way from the city of Brooklyn to Philadelphia, where he grew up to where I grew up. And when he lost his memory to Alzheimer's, my brother and I wanted to recreate that trip by going from where he went to where we grew up and using the photographs that he took back in 1945 to find those places today. And as we go along the trip, we spent a lot of time with Grammy Connie, and who was learning to live alone for the first time in your life, and having you be someone that was holding on to the memories for him and getting to connect with him through what you could tell us.
That's a long time ago. How many places were there and how many places weren't after all these years?
Yeah, some of them were quite changed. You know, this is before the interstate highway system. And when they were going through New Jersey, it was mostly, they were describing all these farms they were passing.
And I'm sure there were buildings and houses there now.
Right. As we're doing this, we're like, we're not really seeing as many farms. But we had some of these photographs, and there's this one of a bridge with street signs that say like Elizabethtown 10 miles away, Red Bank. So we were able to figure out exactly where that place was based on those directions. And sure enough, the bridge is still there. Things have grown over it. But
so this film is a labor of love, obviously, and a tribute to your family. How long did it actually take to put it all together? Because, I'm sure, this didn't, you weren't speed cycling.
No.
You were basically taking your time and looking for these specific landmarks.
Yeah, definitely. And the bike trip itself was just 2 weeks, but the filmmaking process was, I first interviewed you 6 years ago. And we had many different sessions over Thanksgivings and then staying for the summer. So it was a long time of filming and then several years of editing.
Mm-hmm. And how was it for you, Connie, reminiscing and going back to years past?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, I think because of my relationship with Alex, too. I love as a little and respected him as a person. But I would say that trust was a very important piece of this, because sometimes I'd start rambling and I'd think, have I said too much?
Right.
But I always felt interest, and most of the time I didn't even know he was filming.
Right.
And I said, oh my God, how are we going the whole time? But I was very honored and appreciative because what I came to notice with Mel in the context of other seniors losing themselves to Alzheimer's, I was teaching seniors at the time, it was kind of dismissive. Once you have this, you're no longer quite a person that we can interact with.
Right.
But so Alex was very attentive to me, and of course his whole family is a wonderful family. But the care and the attention and the trust was a very important piece here, because I was kind of in the throes of adjusting to not being there. And yet, because Alex, I felt I was in very loving hands. And,
well, he had your best interest in
mind.
Yeah.
It wasn't an expose.
But how did you feel when he first came to you with the idea? Were you all gung-ho about it, let's do this? Or did you have your reservations about it?
I think I was mostly touched. Because Mel was starting to slide back into, I don't want to say non-existence.
He had his moments.
Yeah. And I was still dealing with my feelings. I guess the fear of the unknown. And then of course we all have was.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of lives have been touched by that disease, including my grandmother, and it's heartbreaking because the person is still there, but they're not there.
And some people go gently into the night, and other people seem to be enraged and frustrated because they're partly there. But so I would say a lot of trust in Alex. Plus, I feel he has a great deal of skill in terms of art forms.
You're so talented. Talented grandson.
He is very talented, and he's very loving, and he deals with his gifts with humility.
What for you was your favorite part about making this film and putting it together? Or did you have that, not an aha moment, but that one moment that you stopped and you said, I have to take this in?
Yeah, it's interesting because I was worried at first, like, having this personal story turn into just a story that I was editing and have to, like, rewatch a scene, like 100 times. And I had to almost numb myself at times in order just to make it.
Disassociate yourself in a way.
Totally.
I understand because it's so personal.
Yeah, but then there were times where, like, for example, when Mel's childhood friend George visits him in the nursing home, and even though I would watch that scene, hundreds of times, there's a few times where it really, like, hit me.
Yeah.
And especially now getting to watch the film after some time has passed since I edited it, I'm able to kind of see it with fresh eyes. And so I'm grateful that it can still, I'm still moved by it even though I had to numb myself.
And did you think it was going to be that long? Well, longer.
I had hoped significantly shorter, but it takes as long as it does. I mean, like in the film, my hair's very short.
Really?
I'm 20.
Do you like it better with the short hair or the long hair?
Good question.
Yeah, anyway.
No
I remember
answer.
when it was really challenging.
Yeah.
The other thing I didn't want to interrupt you, but I'm just thinking now, with different perspective, that this can be a great service to them. Because so often, in our culture, mentally ill, or people, usually nobody wants to really talk about it. And sometimes I've seen some Alzheimer's people raging with frustration, or they're very quiet. I think that capable in a way. It lets families know this is how it is in this particular family. And of course, the overall thing for me is then out to get enough to accomplishing a lot, and this was really a labor of love because parts of it were genius, and just his willingness and I think his gift and his compassion. Aside from his skill as a filmmaker.
Well, and I'd say also, like, to answer your question for me is, I was worried about having the camera be something that was in between us because we already had a close connection.
Right.
But like you were saying, there's times where you forgot the camera was there. I kind of would forget.
Which
the camera
that's the
was
best
there.
moment.
Right.
Those are the best
But
moments.
then I say, uh-oh.
Then you remember.
Yeah, because I remember feeling so comfortable with Alex. They were
Ice refill. Fresh ice.
Was this your first time at the Expo?
Yeah, it's our first time here, but we've both been really enjoying our time and really
That's
impressed with it.
great. How can people follow you and know what you're doing?
If you go to cycleofmemory.com,
Okay, great. It's got its own website.
it's got its own website.
Great.
We have all of our updates there, and we are organizing intergenerational screenings, so getting senior living facilities and high schools and libraries to come together.
That's a
watch
beautiful
the film
thing. That
process.
really is. I think
great
it kind of like joins the generation gap at the same time, as well as educating people. And and like I said, this is a disease that all people are touched by, and I'm sure there are other families out there that are going to relate to this, and maybe spend time and ask more questions. Before it's too late.
I think it can be a frightening
Absolutely.
because I've just gotten little snippets from here and there.
Right.
First of all, people become silent. Who are you? I don't know who you are. Or very, very angry because of their own frustration with their limitations. So, I think in the context in which Alex made it, it's familial. I mean, this involves everybody. And the fact that he cared enough to report it with his busy life, I thought that's really quite an honor and touches me very much.
And how many years did this labor of love take you?
6 years.
6 years. Wow. It's amazing. Well, I'm just so thrilled for your family and, you know, telling this personal story and getting it out there. And I'm glad you're here to
Thank you.
enjoy
I'm
it.
really very honored.
Thanks
And
much for
everyone
having
go to the website.
Cyclememory.com.
Cyclememory.com. Thank you so much for joining us today. I
Thanks for having
appreciate
us.
it.
Basic television. That's like